Hey guys, Lyra Linx here. Today I'm going to be listing off my top 20 favorite Pokemon, and this is part 1 of the video, featuring numbers 20 through 11. I like these Pokemon for very different reasons, and I feel like my list is a little bit different from others. It was really hard to decide, and honestly a lot of these could be switched around in different places. I tried looking back at my old top 10 video, and it didn't help me out much. So I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope you'll agree with some of my picks. I'll make sure to explain why I like each Pokemon. Number 20. Duskull. Duskull is a Pokemon that I didn't always like because at first I thought it was really creepy. But Duskull really started to grow on me after my cousin had found a random Pokemon card lying on the ground and brought it to my house, gave it to my parents, and told them to give it to me. And it was a Duskull card. I thought it was really nice of him to think about me enough to pick it up and gift it to me. And so ever since then I've been really into Duskull. I think it's a really cool looking Pokemon, and even though it is creepy, I've been way more into ghost types lately, and I think that they have a really interesting eerie vibe. And I like Duskull so much that as soon as I saw a plushie of it at Walmart, I was like, yep, this is mine now. So I just really like the design of Duskull, and it has that sentimental value for me. Number 19. Lucario. Lucario gets a lot of crap for being an overrated Pokemon, and honestly it's super true, but I feel like the reasons that I like Lucario are a little bit different. I definitely liked Lucario in the movie with Sir Aaron, the whole Mystery of Mew thing. I feel like a lot of people really liked Lucario after that. It was a really interesting story, and I really liked the whole dynamic, and that's what really started to get me interested in Lucario. But what made me absolutely fall in love with him was going across the street to this place called Fortress, where there are lots of video games and things, and I sat down with a group of fellow nerds such as myself, and we all played Smash Bros. I chose Lucario, and I got to just spam Aura Sphere and have a great time. And ever since then I've really liked him. He's grown on me design-wise, and I just think he's a really cool Pokemon overall. Number 18. Bulbasaur. I feel absolutely awful for Bulbasaur. It seems like everybody from 1st gen prefers Charmander better, and then also Squirtle is even more popular than Bulbasaur. There are all sorts of comics where Bulbasaur is just left aside or literally killed and things like that, but Bulbasaur is my favorite. The first ever Pokemon game I played, it was only for 5 minutes, but it was somebody's copy of Fire Red, and I got to pick my starter, and I chose Bulbasaur. It was a girl, and I named her Petal, and I actually ended up losing my very first battle against Gary Oak, but I still had fun, and I was told that I should have picked Charmander instead. Like, he just looked at me and he's like, what are you doing picking Bulbasaur? But I was just like, Bulbasaur's adorable, and Bulbasaur's really grown on me over the years. I love the design, I love that it evolves and it's all flowery and adorable, and if nobody else wants Bulbasaur, I will gladly take it. Number 17. Pachirisu. Pachirisu is just this adorable little blue squirrel, and I don't know what it is exactly about it, but I can't get over it. It's so cute. Yes, people can just argue that Pachirisu is another Pikachu clone, but I just love the design, and its appearance in the anime with Dawn just made it even better for me. I loved its sassy personality and its hyperactivity, and it's just a perfect Pokemon that describes my younger self. I love the Sinnoh region and all of the Pokemon in it, and even though Pachirisu isn't a good Pokemon to have on a team or competitively, it's just a really cute Pokemon that I love, and every time I see it, it just fills me with joy. Number 16. Chandelure. Chandelure is a Pokemon that grew on me after a while. My absolute favorite member of the Elite Four from the Unova region is Chantal, and she had a Chandelure on her team. I also really liked the aspect of Litwick and draining life energy. Litwick just looks like a little emo candle to me, and my sister and I make jokes about its appearance all the time. And then I looked at Chandelure, and I thought it was just even cooler. And then my love for Chandelure solidified even more after I made my Chandelier parody, a Pokemon parody, with Chandelure starring in it. So, I just really love Chandelure due to its creepy appearance. It's something really interesting. Even though it's an object, it still has that nice ghostly feel, and it doesn't seem out of place, unlike some other object-esque Pokemon. So it puts Chandelure as one of my favorites. Number 15. Driffloon. This little ghost type floats in at number 15 because of some history that I have with it. I obviously love this appearance. It's super cute, and I love its little hearts, and I also like the creepy aspect of it carrying off children. That might sound really weird, but I love things that are a combination of like cute and deadly or dangerous. And Driffloon just sort of fit the bill for that. When I saw Driffloon at the Valley Windworks, I was a little disappointed. I didn't realize that Diamond had a Driffloon rather than Misdreavus, and at the time I had definitely preferred Misdreavus, but then after catching Driffloon and trying her out on my team, nicknaming her Serenity, I found that she was actually a really nice addition, and I grew to love her a lot, and I actually felt like a bond with a Pokemon in-game. So ever since then, I have gone to the Valley Windworks, and I continue to catch Driffloon, and I use them in that game whenever I feel like. I love to replay Diamond. It was my first game, and so Driffloon is a Pokemon that's really special to me. Number 14. Tepig. Tepig was the starter Pokemon that I chose for the Unova region when I was playing through White. Tepig is just super adorable, and I can relate to Tepig so much, just wanting to eat everything. Tepig just has such a nice personality, and I've always been attracted more to the Fire-type Pokemon in general. Tepig had a very nice personality in the anime too, and I like the story of Ash saving it. Not that he doesn't save, like, every other Fire-type that he's ever had. But I just really like how Tepig looks, and I like the evolution line too. Emboar is an awesome Pokemon to me, he's so cool. But I really love Tepig as the base form, because I'm so into cute Pokemon, and this adorable little pig is everything I needed. Number 13. Piplup. Yes, another starter on the list. Piplup was my choice for Pokemon Diamond. I played with Piplup throughout the game, nicknamed it Lake. It wasn't really original, but I couldn't come up with anything at the time. And I played all the way through until it evolved into Empoleon, and we took on the Elite Four. Diamond was the first game I ever played, so I have a lot of nostalgia for it, so choosing Piplup as my starter just makes it something really important to me. I also really love Piplup in the anime. Yeah, the anime influences a ton of my choices. Piplup just has such an interesting personality in the anime, both with Dawn and in Mystery Dungeon. I like how flirtatious Piplup can be, and also prideful and stubborn. I can sort of relate to Piplup, and I just love it overall. It's a very cute design. Number 12. Sandygased. Oh my goodness, when I first saw this Pokemon, I thought it was hilarious. He looked terrified, like, oh no, my life's in shambles. I don't know. I just had, like, this instant connection with Sandygased by projecting a false personality onto it. I also really love just to say Sandygased. 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 Oh god, it's just fun. I don't know. I like the little shovel just stuffed into its head, and I like that even though people are like, oh, it's just another random object sort of Pokemon, it seems to have some personality to it. It's really cute to me, and I'm really into ghost types right now for whatever reason. So I ended up capturing a Sandygased. I named it Spooks, and then it evolved into Palisand, and it's on my moon team. helped me beat the Elite Four. So I just really like Sandygased. I like the novelty of it, and I'm not sure what else there is to say. It's just really cool looking. Number 11. Kirlia. Kirlia is a Pokemon that I've been totally in love with for a long time now. Ever since I first saw Kirlia, I thought that it was a really elegant looking Pokemon, and she was just so cute. She looked like a graceful dancer, and I just sort of like attributed my own personality to it. Most people definitely seem to prefer Gardevoir, but I've always liked this nice middle form the best. It's not overly sexualized or anything, and it's just simplistic and nice looking. I also used a Kirlia in a fanfiction I wrote forever ago, and some bad things happened to that character even though I love Kirlia as a Pokemon. I don't like very many psychic types, I feel like, but Kirlia is a large exception because it's just such a good Pokemon. It's something I use on my team. Yes, it evolves into Gardevoir eventually, but I just really like the middle form so much.